Bueno, yo lo voy a decir en español.
Okay, well, I'm going to
Bien,
say this
porque
in
la persona,
Spanish
esta
too,
clase yo la
in
voy a
case
dar
people
en
don't know they
inglés.
have to be in the channel,
So, si
okay?
estás
This class
aquí
is going to be in English.
y
So if
necesitas en
you're
español,
here
aquí
and
abajo
you
puedes
need
entrar en la página donde
Spanish,
están
on the
donde
bottom
están
of
los
the
tres
screen,
botones
you
y
can
va a decir
see an
interpretación.
icon of a
Vas a
globe
elegir
that
eso
says
y vas a poner
interpretation. You're
ponerlo
going
en
to
tu
choose
idioma,
that
que
and
sería en
put the
español, porque
meaning
la
in your
clase la
language,
voy
which
a
is
dar en
Spanish,
inglés.
because I'm going to give the
All
class
right.
in English,
You
all
guys
right?
ready? All right. Two people are ready. Okay, good, Audrey. It's only you and me. Everybody else sleeping. No, I'm just playing, guys. Hope you guys having an amazing time. Who was with us in who was on the cruise ship with us this last week? Anybody here that was on the cruise ship with us? Who was with us on? All right. All right. All right. Nope. Nope. All right. Cool. Well, we'll get started. Tarifa de España, Joaquín, ¿cómo estás? All right, guys. So quick. All right, we're gonna get into onboarding. We're gonna get into seeing where we go, what we do. It's really, 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 really important, guys, that we do this obviously for you, but you know who we do this even more for? The people on your team and the people who they recruited and the people they recruited, right? It's counter intuitive, productive, whatever word I don't know you want to use, right? That you're getting all the information, but what about your team? So it's super important, guys, that everything that you guys do, your team is doing. It's called duplication. That's why we have a system. That's why we have a process, right? So it's not good that you invite your team to the Zoom calls and you're not in the Zoom calls, right? So why? Because you know the first thing they do? Oh, let me see. Okay, Tanya invited me here. Is my upline. Let me make sure she's on. And they start looking and checking, and you're not on. And they're like, you know what? Tanya doesn't want to be on, so why should I? And the reason we do this, guys, is because we know the importance. We know what's going to happen here. We know that your business is going to go to the next level, but we all have to be here. So it is called duplication. Your team is going to do what you do. So it's very, very important. Obviously, we have our chats. All our teams we have each other's chats. So the chat that you have with your team, very important. You're there talking, hey guys, today we have this call, today we have this training, reminders. Even though we send out emails, we send out texts, they want to listen from their upline. They want to listen from you because you recruited them. They're trusting you in this business. They're not trusting me. They made the commitment with Lucy. They made the commitment with Audrey. They made the commitment with Tanya, with Jay, with Evelyn. They did that commitment with you guys. So guess what? They want to hear from you. So it's very important, guys, that we follow this. Hey, guys, today we have a call. Let's get on. Let's be active. Turn on your cameras. Take notes because it's good that you come here and listen, but what's good listening if not, we're not putting into action, right? Like I see Sharon right here taking notes. She's on it. Take notes and let's put this into practice, right? So, all right. So one of the first things we're gonna do is right. I'm gonna get into guys real quick. I'm gonna screen share is our website, our Wellness Revolution website. So let me share the screen. Where are you? Uh, Let me see over here. All right, so this is our website over here, right? Where you guys can. So the first thing when you come in, we have our Destin trip. Anybody here go to Destin with us? The last time we went to Destin, please put in the chat who was with us in Destin.
Yes, I was.
Any? All right, Millie was there. Sharon was there. Destin, incredible. Well, we're doing it again, but we're going a little bit off of Destin, which is even nicer. So you're probably thinking already, God, man, that's probably another investment. Yeah, it is another investment. It's an investment in your business, guys. It's not like we're super open with you guys. We don't make a dollar off of this. We've actually put in a lot of money out of our pocket to do these events for you guys, because we want to see your team grow. We want to see your business grow. So we know, we have amazing leaders in this team. that have been in the industry have made millions and millions and millions and millions and millions. So they know what they're doing. And there's nothing more powerful than event to event. This business is grown to event to event. We saw what happened to you guys. We saw what you did when you were in Destin. We saw what was, hey, that's why we do this. Because we're pouring into your business. So again, this is the first thing you're going to see when you get in there. And then here we have what we have. You're going to come in. This is going to be our homepage. And here you're going to be able to see. So you're going to be able to join school. If you haven't joined school, all our videos are in there. You're going to go in, you're going to log in. It's going to ask you for a membership. If you don't have it, it's free. You could get in. All the videos are there, all the training. We have a lot of the videos here on the website, but there's even more in school. Again, we're giving you every single tool that you need so you're able to put this into practice and make your business grow. Again, this was not easy. There's a lot of time put behind this why, but we figured out how to make it happen. All you have to do is do it. Now, for the people who speak Spanish, you come up here when you come into the website and you can switch it in Spanish. It's automatically, like for me, everything I do is in English, so it's automatically gonna go to English. But if your websites are all in Spanish, you probably live in another country or just everything's in Spanish, it's automatically gonna come up for you in Spanish. And you go in and you have everything. So if you want to get into onboarding, Destin again. Here we go. So we got onboarding, we got chats. You got here we have our brand partner guide. This is our 8-step launch plan. Again, guys, this is one of my favorite things right here. A 20-day business launch system. Let's go to day one. So you sign somebody up, right? This is what we're going to take them to right here. Right? We're not overwhelming you. We're not telling you got to go out there and just go crazy. And we're taking you one day at a time. We're giving you bite size every single day. So the first day we're going to come in and we're going to just go to this. And here you're going to see a video. Look how long the video is. 1 minute and 23 seconds, guys.
Belief is one of the most important things that you have to find.
Look at that. We even have a handsome guy in here doing this for you guys. We didn't even put ugly people on this thing. Now I'm just messing with you guys. Right? So you go in and you get easy. Then you have your 20-day launch system, how to set up your back office, how to get your enrollment link, that's all you're going to do day one. How long can that take you, Lucy? What? 5, 7, 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. If you don't have 10 minutes for your business, you probably weren't meant to be an entrepreneur. You're probably meant to be an employee for the rest of your life. I'm being very honest, guys. If you guys are gonna get to know me, the people that don't know me, I don't sugarcoat it for you. I'm not gonna kumbaya this thing for you. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Right? So we go to day 2, the importance of duplication. Define your why. Again, it's all there for you guys. Simple for you guys. The training I'm going to give today, guess what? It's here. Every answer to your questions, we have it here for you guys. Go to school. You come in. You could go to join school. You're already in. Classroom, here you go. Oh, you guys probably can't see this right now. Hold on. Probably couldn't see that. Let's go to this one. So you go right here, mindset, everything you need to get started, navigating your way in your back office, marketing, how to talk, compensation plan. Guys, if you're not coming in here to learn about your business, somebody's going to ask Tanya, hey, Tanya, so how do I make money? I don't know. You think that person's gonna probably sign up with you? There's no credibility behind it. If you went to buy a car tomorrow and from a person, you started asking them questions on the card and that person had no idea about the car information, what it did, how much mileage, you're probably not gonna buy the car from that person. Same thing here. You have to know your business, guys. You got to understand your business. You got to know what you're in. Because guess what? People are gonna ask you questions. Everything again, we created this amazing system for you guys, plug and play. But darn it, it's your business. I can't recruit for you. I can't speak to the people for you. They're gonna trust you. So when you talk to them, God, you gotta know what you're talking about. I don't know. I just, you know, I saw Tanya. She's such an amazing person, and I just signed up with her. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. You're not gonna go very far in this business or any business. You gotta understand what we're doing. You gotta understand, you know, how this business works. You gotta understand the product, guys. It's your business, right? So I'm gonna go in real quick again into our back office just so I can show you, stuff that you probably don't know. If you guys have any questions, put it there for me in the chats, and I'll just if you miss something, I'm going probably pretty fast, but put them there in the chat. I'll try to get through them. I don't want to leave you guys without answering your questions, right? So I'm gonna go through the back office here real quick. And again, everything we have here. We got testimonials here. We got your resources. You got your comp plan. Obviously, it's not the back office, but we have everything here for you guys. Everything. Simple videos, simple 2-minute, 3-minute videos for you guys. Again, all this we have it in English and in Spanish. The videos are in English and in Spanish. So anything you need, it's in English and in Spanish. What's the excuse then? All right. Let's see if it keeps me working. All right, so here is your back office, right? So very, very, very important. You get very familiar with this place back here. And there's a lot of new things. There's a lot of new things, especially the people that have been here for a little while, that you're like, oh, it used to be that it wasn't there before, but now it is. So guess what? We gotta learn how to do it. We gotta learn what new things they've put on here. But I'm going to talk to the people that are brand new, right? Hopefully everybody's recruiting and we're getting people in all the time. So there's people here. Is anybody here maybe a week, 2 weeks old in the business, not in real life, just the business. I'm not trying to, anybody here, put in the chat. And who recruited and who's your upline? Who came in with you? Put it on the chat. Let me see. Who's here new? About 3 weeks. All right, Cynthia, welcome. 3 weeks, Anna. Okay. 1 hour. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's the way to start. 4 days. Yes, 2 was Jonah. 2 days. All right. Perfect, guys. So this is information for you. This is super, 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 super important, right? So I'm going to start. Let me move this chat from here. Right. So here you got your profile. You come up here to your profile. You're going to see, you can put your picture, you can put your emails, you can change all your information. You're going to see all this thing, all your ranks. You're going to see your points that you have, your volume legs, everything that you need for your business is right here. Excuse me. Right. So another thing you could do is when you come in to change settings, now here, you could change your email, you could change your address, you could change your phone, you could change where you want to. Okay, so this is very important. Remember that we're in this business, we're building on the left and we're building on the right. You got to keep track of both of your legs. I see it all the time. Oh my God, is that I forgot. Obviously, the business wasn't that important to you. Probably don't forget to pay your bills. You don't forget to pay your mortgage. You don't forget to pick up your kids from school. Pretty important, right? This is super important, guys, because in our binary, the way it works in our binary is going to give you a percentage of your lowest leg once you reach that part of the compensation plan. So what happens if you forget and you just build your whole left leg and you have 100,000 points on this left leg because you forgot, you just left it, and on this one you have 50 points. When it's time to get binary, you're going to get a certain percentage of $50 because you never worked on both sides. So back in the days, we would have to do like a 2-to-1 and all that, but now we want to create them as evenly as possible. They're never going to be even. It's like winning the lottery. It's never going to be even. But if we can get them as close as possible, 100,000, 99,000, perfect. They're going to give me that percentage off the 99,000 because it's a lower leg, right? So that's why it's super important that every time you're signing somebody up, left, right, left, right, left, right. This is somebody you brought in that has experience, is bringing a team. Put them on one side. Then you recruit somebody else that has a team. You put them on the other side, and now you have two big players on each side. And obviously now it balances you out. You want to be balanced. In this one, we want to be as close as we can to each other, because again, it's going to give you your binaries, and it give you a percentage of your lower leg, right? So super, super important for that. Here, again, you could pick languages, obviously here, we're not speaking French or Italian, Spanish or English only. Not yet. We don't have nobody yet. Here, recognition, right? So you could change this here and edit when you receive you make director, they're gonna send you something. They're gonna send you like a certificate, or you win an award at conference. What do you want to be recognized at? You know, it's myself and my wife on ours. So every time they do a recognition, Carlos Garcia and Rochelle Diaz, Jay Atkins and Jimena Duque, you know, Millie Colon, whatever you want to put there, you could put your company name. If you have it under a company, whatever you want, you can put it right there, right? So that's super important there. Obviously, this number right here is your ID number. If you call customer service, they're gonna say, Tanya, what's your ID number? If you win an incentive trip, they're gonna ask you for your ID number. So it's very important you understand your ID number. It's like your social security number, but in this business, right? So that's super, super important. Here you can see here I'm gonna touch up this real quick for my Spanish people, right? So if somebody comes in from another country, right? We have it on a system where you have to upload certain documents, right? And it gets accepted by compliance, and then that person can be in the business in certain countries. Well, right here is where you secure that, right? We have a video on that type of stuff as well. So I'm not gonna get too deep into that. All right, all right, all right. Let me see what else we could go. All right, this is your home. Here's when you come in, you're gonna see this is what you're making every week, right? So projected is going to be projected until they approve it. What are they doing? Right? They're verifying. Sometimes it could be a little less. Sometimes it could be a little bit more. Until it turns green, it's not approved. We get paid weekly, right? So Carlos, how do I get paid? Have you made any commission? If you haven't made any commission, you're not going to get paid. But you have to be on the lookout for an email. They're going to send you an email, and this email is going to tell you, okay, we want it to activate your pay portal. Pay attention to this email, because it's going to take you to another site. And there you got to put in your information. You got to put your bank information. This is going to help you, obviously, get your commissions. We get paid every Tuesday, get deposited Wednesdays, pretty much early in the morning. Sometimes I've had it come in on Thursday, but most of the time, like 99% of the time, it's right at on Wednesday morning. You'll get paid here. And you obviously you can't see it here on mine, but one of the things you're gonna see once you get here, let me see the chat real quick. All the people that came in, Jennifer, um Pau, Christy, Yes, two was Joe. Let me see, Rafa. All these people that came in, you have a tracker that I don't have, but you have one for the next 9 weeks. This tracker, you have a bonus. So for every two people, you sign up, guess what? The company's going to give you 25 extra dollars. Hey, two people, $25. Two people, 20. You can make a lot of money, guys. Two people, that's $25. Uh, two more people, that's direct. Now you make $50 a week extra for the next 9 weeks. So the more people you're signing up, you're gonna see that tracker here. Hey, you have a week left. You have 7 days left. You have whatever. I don't have mine, but that's why you have to take action fast, guys. Rafa, you said you've been in here. Let me see. You said 4 days, 4 días. All right, Rafa, right now you lost 4 days. Again, I don't know if you signed up anybody or not. That's why once you sign up into this business, we gotta get you. You gotta get going, guys. Time is money. If you're sitting down saying, okay, yeah, I'm cool, I'll wait a week. This is all money you're wasting. Time is money. And money goes with speed. So the faster you get going, the faster you're going to make money. And guess what? Money loves speed. You get slow, you get lazy. Guess what? You're going to start getting slower and slower and slower. And then eventually you don't do anything. That's why people failed in this business. Because guys, not every business in the world, you start making money from day one. Jay and I can tell you, we have numerous businesses together, and some have taken years before we see a dollar. You could sign up in the morning, and you could have money, you could be making money in 2 hours. That's the opportunity we all have here, guys. But you have to take advantage of it. That's why you're gonna see up here that 9 week tracker. If you're new, hey, let's go. Now is the time. Don't waste time. Time is money. Down here, you're going to see your paid trackers. So you're going to be able to see what's your next rank and what you need for that rank. So it's super important that you guys are always checking this. Checking. All right. Now, this is probably one of the most important things, and we probably lack it in speaking about this, right? It's your monthly subscription. Your monthly subscription is like, the way I like to teach it is you're paying your rent for your business. It's just they just happen to give you more patches, right? For your business, any other business, if you own a barbershop, a beauty salon, you have a rent, you have Wi-Fi, you have water, you have electricity, you got supplements you have to buy, you got all these costs to operate your business. Guess what, guys? This is a business. You have to see it as a business. It has an operating cost. Why? Look at this website that I have. I don't have to ship a package. I don't have to deal with customer service. I don't have to deal with the technology being broken or the website's down or me have to jump on. I don't have to deal with none of that. And all I have to do not to deal with that is order 2 sleeves of patches a month. It's not that I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it and they're giving me patches that I use. It's a win-win. I'm not losing. I'm getting the patches that I use every month either way, and it's opening the door to my business. So how can we see your monthly subscription orders? You got to go in here and you got to check them out. And you'll see what you have. If you don't have any, you've got to go back and get your subscription on, because you're not going to make money. If your business is not open, how do you make money? Anybody have that? Because I haven't figured that out yet. If I own a barber shop or I own a mechanic shop and the doors are closed, how can I take customers? Impossible. So how do you pretend to make money in this business and not open the doors? Makes zero sense, guys. How do you open your business? You get yourself on your auto ship. And the same thing, how you're on auto ship, so are your customers, so are your brand partners. Easy. Don't explain it as a membership. Oh, you got to, why? Because automatically people take membership to things that they, gym memberships or memberships that they pay, and now they forget about it. And every month I got to pay. And I don't use a gym. I'll give you an example. I have one to a place called Stress Zone. I haven't been there in 2 months. Still haven't canceled it. It's a membership. I don't like it. So when you start talking about membership, people start going to that. Oh, something I'm probably not going to use. No, this is not a membership. This is what you pay to open your business. It's the way we deliver the message that the person is going to perceive it. If you start putting in, oh, you have a, guess what? Now they think about Amazon Primes, the Netflix membership they have. Now they have all these, and that's where that's what they're associating the what we have to pay monthly to open our business. Now they put it in that category. And it's a lot easier for them to say, you know something, I don't want a membership. That's what anybody ever told them that here in your LifeWay business? Oh, I don't want a membership. I'm not telling you to get a membership. I'm telling you to open your business. Oh, I don't want that. Cool, not a problem. So then you don't have a business. Just buy the patches. Become a preferred customer, because this is not a, no, but I want to be in the business. But how do you want to be in the business and not open the doors? Not going to make any money. We got that? All right. So very important, you know, check your monthly subscription now. I haven't added, Carlos, my monthly subscription. I forgot. How do I do it? Right? So I'm going to come to the store. I'm going to come to patches. And in patches, I'll do LifeWave X39. And you're going to come down here and you're going to add 2. Why do we need 2? Right? Because we need 110 points to open all our doors, right? To make more money. You don't want to limit your income. So then I come here and I add right here where it says add to monthly subscription order. I add it to my monthly. You see this little box right here? It doesn't mean it's automatically added. It's in your cart. So I gotta go to it. You see it up here in this right corner? It's in my shopping cart. I gotta go to the shopping cart and check out. A lot of people think just because they hit this here and they see the little green box pop up, that it's automatically added to my subscription. I don't have to do anything. I'm done. Hopefully, this year we're going to hopefully be getting the new website. Hopefully they made this a little easier, right? But right now you got to go to the checkout. Complete your process. Now it's added to your monthly subscription. Guess what? Now you're open. You guys with me? Any questions so far on the monthly subscription? Adding your auto ship? Anybody? Does anybody need me to do it again on how to add your auto ship? This is the time right now before I continue going. All right, cool. Thank you, Kelly. All good. All right. Another thing, enrollment link. If you're a new person, how do I sign up somebody, Carlos? Right here, you go to organization, global enrollment link, join now, and just up here, just copy and paste this link up here in your URL. You want to save it probably on your phone, on your notes. That's what you're going to send to people to sign them up. Now, one of the things here that it's a little bit tricky, and I'm going to show you now how to do it, is you have to know how to put people on AutoShip. Because if I send this to Tanya, she's probably not going to know how to do it. So I send her this, she clicks on this link. All right, looks good. Everything's great. Continue going. save. You're gonna see this. You're gonna be like, yeah, sure. Click and submit. Cool, but it's not done here. You gotta come to the patches part, come to LifeWave, and you gotta add them. Now I save it. If I send it to Tanya and I never explain to Tanya about the auto ship, guess what Tanya's gonna do? She's gonna go skip auto ship. 2 weeks later, Tanya's gonna come to me and be like, "Hey, why am I not? I'm signing up all these people, but I'm not making." Well, I forgot to tell you about this thing called auto ship. What do you mean? Again, guys, you don't have 1,000 people. You're not signing up 1,000 people. You're not signing up 100 people a week. You're not signing up 50 people a week. You're not signing up 20 people a week. You're not. Let's be honest. Take the time and sign up the person you're talking to. Don't be lazy. Oh, just here's the link, sign up. Don't be lazy. Get that person on a Zoom. Tanya, let's jump on a Zoom real quick. Let me help you sign up for it. Because I want to make sure that you do it right. I want to make sure, Tanya, that we open up all your commissions and you're open to make as much money as you can as soon as possible. Is that okay with you, Tanya? I don't think Tanya's going to tell me no if I'm helping her make more money. Because she's coming into a business to make money. All right, Tanya, give me 15 minutes real quick. We'll jump on a Zoom and we'll do it for you. Tanya, I'm going to send you the link. Share your screen with me. And I'll go through the process with her. Tanya, click right here. And I go with her through the whole process until she gets her number. She's done. Stay a little bit longer. Hey, Tanya, let me get you on Wellness Revolution. Let's put Wellness Revolution in your top tabs. Let's secure that for you. Here's where you're going to see all your trainings. Get them onboarded right away. So, hey, look, here's where the chat is at. Here's where you can see your calendar. Here's where you can see all their calls. Why? We get super lazy in just sending a link to this person. The person signs up, and then they don't hear from us again. And then you're like, why does my business suck? Well, you sucked as a leader. You just abandoned the person that trusted you. Take the person by the hand. They trusted you to come into this business with you and partner up with you. Take that serious, guys. Take an hour with that person and get them on board and hey, look, guys, Tanya, here's where you're going to see this. This is where you're going to be. Here's where you're going to get into the chats. Here's school. This is how it works. Even though we're training them all the time, we have an amazing team here training people. Guess what? But they're trusting you. They're trusting you. Don't abandon them. Then they're like, oh, this business sucks. No, we just weren't there for those people. We gotta be there, guys. We gotta be there because, again, they're trusting us to get into this business, right? So, again, here you can see commissions. You could come in here to your commissions. This is one of my favorite thing right now is the reports, right? So you could come and you could see all types of reports, enroller report, upcoming rank promotions. This is something very good. So you can see in your team who's coming up. Let's see, upcoming promotions. I could come up here. Let's see okay, so here is the pay tracker. I can see again, there's a lot of information here. You can see your mentoring, match generation once you open that. Guys, you can see a lot of information here. You gotta go in and explore your business. Again, we have videos for this, and we're talking to hopefully soon we're gonna have a call with the person who created all these forms and all these reports to give us a full class on everything here that we do, guys. So super important this part. Here's your commissions, your earnings, your qualifications, everything is here. And also one of the things here that they're working on and should be qualification period right now is under maintenance, but you can see here for your incentive trip. Honolulu is February 23rd is our last day. Push it. Let's push it. All right, so I want to get into, and again, all this we have in our Wellness Revolution website. So I want to get into the hardest part of this business. Can anybody have an idea what the hardest part in this business is? Maybe not the older people that have been here for a while. Maybe the newer people can answer me this question. What do you think is the hardest part in this business? Retention? Good answer. Reaching out to people? Okay. Anybody else? If you try to doing it alone without leveraging your team? Good answer, guys. I like them. Oh, those are all great answers. But Alexandra hit it right on the head. Talking to people. Guys, this is the hardest and the easiest thing to do. This is the hardest and easiest thing to do because everybody will teach you what to say. And then I'm going to ask you if we have time. I'm going to ask somebody to role play with me, and you're probably going to get it wrong. But it's so simple. When in doubt, ask a question. Can anybody remember that? So, Audrey, what do you do for a living? That's it. You're going to give me, you're going to give me, you're going to start talking to me about what you're doing for a living. When you give me that answer, guess what? I'm probably going to get another answer out of that. Another question out of it. And what is the importance of asking these questions? Uh, Celeste, ¿cómo cambio el idioma en español? Hay tres punticos abajo. Elige esos tres punticos y ahí vas a poder ver en donde dice interpretación. Elige el idioma y vas a escuchar todo en español.
Sorry, we're just
Right?
giving the
So
instructions to
when I
the
ask
interpretation.
Audrey about what she does for a living, she's going to start explaining. Why is she going to start explaining? Why is it so important, guys, to ask questions? People love to talk about themselves. And this is not in a bad way. I'm going to continue asking Audrey questions nonstop. In this business and in anything that has to do in sales, you got to shut the heck up and listen. Shut up. Don't speak. You're talking too much. Audrey, you're talking too much already to me. Now I'm just messing with you, Audrey. You gotta, with these questions, I just gotta listen to you. I gotta listen to Audrey. This is another thing that we really stink at is listening. Audrey, in her answers, is gonna start revealing to me information. Now that I have information on Audrey, I can prepare for her what I'm gonna deliver to her. Chicos, en español tienen que entrar abajo. Hay tres punticos. Entren esos tres punticos y
Okay,
te va a
we're
decir
just giving the
interpretación.
instructions in the
Y ahí
chat
ahí lo puedes ver y también
for
está
the
también lo pusieron ahí,
interpretation.
lo escribieron. Right? So when Audrey starts telling me this information, Audrey, so what do you do for a living? I work in so and so place. How long have you been there, Audrey? Oh, she's gonna go into no, I've been there for X, Y years. Do you like it? I'll give you an example. So obviously I'm making this up, Audrey, because you're my one here, so you're my helper. So Audrey, how long have you been driving Uber for? I've been driving Uber for, the last 3 years. Oh, what made you jump into Uber? No, I used to have a business before and it didn't go well. And oh, what business did you have? Now I'm starting to get all this information from this person, right? So now with that information, what has that Audrey told me? They're driving Uber because their last business didn't work out. So if you start putting that together, they need money. So I'm going to continue diving deeper into this situation, into this. So what happened to your last business, Audrey? What went wrong? Oh my God, I started with this and it was taking so much time for me and my family, and it cost me my family, and I had lost my business. I fell into depression, and here I am today. Then I'm just gonna ask something so simple. How'd that make you feel, Audrey? And Audrey's probably gonna sit there and tell me it stunk. I still haven't been able to get out of it. Have you looked into other solutions, Audrey, to probably get out of? Nothing wrong with driving Uber, but maybe getting out of Uber? Yeah, I've looked, but I haven't found any opportunity. Would you be open to listening to an amazing opportunity, Audrey? Sure. Can I invite you to a call today, 8 p.m.? 15 minutes. What is it about? Oh man, if I tell you right now, it's so crazy. Take forever, but we're transforming lives right now through stem cells, through this. And I don't know if we record it. I don't know if I can say these type of things now. You know, Seeing thousands of people's lives change just for watching a 15-minute presentation. Would you be open to that? The worst thing that can happen is you continue driving Uber, Audrey. Here's my number. Give me a call. I'll give you a call. Right then and there, we're going to get them. I'm going to text them. I'm going to get their number. I'm going to get them on the call tonight. Did I talk about patches? Did I talk about David Smith? Did I talk about LifeWave? Did I talk about any of that stuff? And every single one of us do the total opposite. Audrey, I started this amazing business new. It's these patches that they reactivate this thing, and you should see how many amazing. It's so good, Audrey. You got to join this business with me today. It's the best thing ever. Nah, I'm good. Like, what do you mean you don't want to start this business? It's amazing. Only $550 and you start this business, and nah, I'm good, Audrey. Thank you. You never asked me a question. What happens if you're talking to me about my business, but I've been walking around with knee pain for the last 5 months that I can't work out? But you never found out what was my pain point. So if I'm hurting, are you probably going to talk to me about business first? Or what this thing has the possibility of doing for you? Guys, this is proven scientifically. We will run faster towards something that will get rid of our pain, or we will run faster towards we will run faster if there's a tiger chasing you than if I told you, hey, there's $1 million over there, go get it. Pain is going to help you move. I got to find out what your pain point is. This is Sales 101. You can sell absolutely anything by just asking questions. That's all we have to do, guys. That's all. And again, we could sit here and have 1,000 calls on what way of questioning, inviting them to a call, or, what do they do for a living? Are they still doing it? Do they love again, there's not one way to skin a cat here, guys. The only one way there is to do it is asking questions. What route it goes, the only thing that doesn't change is that asking question part. If I'm going to invite you to a call in 2 minutes, all I'm going to do for 2 minutes, I'm going to ask you questions in 2 minutes and then invite you to a call. Cool. but I had to ask you questions. I can't be like, hey, Audrey, I have a call today, or there's an amazing opportunity. Here's the link, show up. Hey, Audrey, would you be open to listening to an amazing opportunity that I just stumbled in and started making a bunch of money? Hey, 15-minute call. Would you be open to, making an extra XYZ money every week? Sure. Would you listen? 15 minutes? This is one of my favorite ones that I teach a lot in other businesses as well is, hey, Audrey, I just started this new business, right? And I really value your opinion. You're a smart woman. I trust you, and obviously this is for your warm market people, I really trust your opinion. And I'm so excited about this new business, but I would love to hear your feedback on it. Can you do me a favor? Can 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 you jump on this call for me today and just check it out? And I just want to hear your opinion on it. What you think, if it's a good idea for me, if it's not, I just want to hear. Can you do that for me? Because I really, really value your opinion. I know you're a smart woman. You've been in business. 99% of them are going to tell you, yeah. Hey, I just need your favor. I just want your honest opinion. And let the person that's doing the presentation call do the rest. Simple, guys. Asking questions. Asking questions. You want to transform your business? Ask questions. Now, who do we reach out to? Friends, family, co-workers, old contacts, social media connections, people already in direct sales. Everybody is a potential customer. Are you going to talk to everybody the same? No. So one of the things in sales for cold, so you have what's called warm leads, and you have what is called your cold leads. Cold leads have no idea who Audrey is. Maybe we just met at a Starbucks, or maybe we met on a cruise. Now we were for 5 days. Side note: if you wanna, this was something I just thought about when I was on the cruise. If you want to really grow your business, get yourself on a cruise and just spend the day talking to people and recruiting. You could recruit. There's 7,000 people inside a cruise. I don't like cruises, so we don't go on cruises, but there were 7,000 people there. I'm like, man, imagine you just decided to come once every 3 months on a cruise and just try to recruit people for 3 months every time you go on a cruise. Vacation, and you make money at the same time because they're all there. So somebody's at, Carlos, will you invite people from a WhatsApp group? If yes, what will you do? How will you do it? Depends on what the WhatsApp group is. But before train of thought is leaving right now, cold market, hot market, right? So in your cold market, you have to build rapport first, because you got to establish a relationship with this person. If it's possible, I again, every scenario is totally different. That's why you have to ask questions. There could be, Jay's done it, I've done it, where you meet the Uber driver, you just meet him and you invite him to a call. That's a cold person, cold market. And in that ride, they could become a warm market. They get to know you a little bit, depends how long it is. But most cold people, they want to know who you are first. So one of the rules I've always done is, before I ask you for something, I'm going to give you something. Right? I'm going to sow something into you first before I ask you, hey, come this way with me in this, right? Now the person is grateful for, because you helped them out. Oh, whatever. Again, guys, there's so many ways we could go with this, but we don't have enough time for that. But now once you ask them, hey, I got this amazing opportunity, man, that I just stumbled on, and I'm so super excited. And I think this will be an amazing opportunity for you. Join me 15 minutes so you can check it out. The person is feel a little bit more compelled to say yes, because you already did something for them. You've already sold something in them. Again, guys, there's so many ways we could do this. So many ways. Again, we could be here for a long time. I'm passionate about this part of the business, sales and all that stuff. So, guys, reach out to as many people as you can possible. We gotta patch people. Those auto ships that we have, if it's for you and your husband, you and your wife, cool. If not, order more. That's what when we talk about when we sign up people in premium and we have that 20. Why? If we patch up 5 people, we have 20 packets. 20 packets have 30 patches in each. That's 600 patches. If I patch a person I give them 5 patches. I give Sharon 5, Tanya 5, Evelyn 5, Jay 5, Audrey 5. I can do that to 120 people. If out of the 120 people, 50% of those people come back to me saying they want to be a brand partner or a preferred client, guess what? I just got 50 people into my organization. But I need patches for that, and I need to patch people on, right? So get on these website, guys. Get on our website, Wellness Revolution. We have so much information there that everything you need to grow your business is there. We have amazing, amazing leaders that we've all come together and said, okay, how can we sow into our teams? How can we help them get to the next level? Guys, we were just on this cruise and we were with our team in Mexico. We were spending team, with a bunch of our team members. You know how much fun it is to spend time with you guys and we get to know you, and just have an amazing time together, enjoy life together, like we did in Destin. It's boring when it's by yourself. So we want to go with you guys, but we can't do it without you. So I got 4 minutes for questions. A question right here. Wellness was also includes beautiful. Okay, should we share that with our? Yes, yes. You share this right away. Every single brand partner in your organization, something. Share it with your preferred customers as well. Share it with everybody because somebody came in today as a preferred customer. Cool. Tomorrow, maybe they come in and they go, oh, something. What is this? They have calls? Cool. Let me go in. Let me check it out. And now that preferred customer becomes a brand partner. Share with everybody. Nuri, can you write it in the message, please? Write it in the chat. Just because I don't have, I gotta go in 2 minutes. Any other questions? Any other questions? 'Cause I have a church thing going on here, like in the next 2 minutes. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm waiting for Nudie to put it in the chat. Let me see. I think there was another question. Yes, Kelly, get it, Kelly, on that cruise. If you make it, be oh God, I'm losing the word right now. Intentional. Be intentional with this, Kelly. You're gonna be on this cruise. Make it a point. You're sitting down, you're having a coffee. And everybody's super nice. Everybody's on vacation. Put the patch on in different places. My wife recruited a girl in I think she was signing her up today in on the water in Coco Cay. Girl's like, oh, what is that? Then she started talking. She's like, oh, I'm from Minnesota. I'm like, oh, hold on. We have a bunch of people in Minnesota. Single mother. Now she's getting onto the business. So great place to hit it. Nuri, ¿cuál es el web que tengo que ir? Wellnessrev.org. Nuri, aquí está. Espérate.
Here, I'm going to write down the web page on the chat.
Aquí. Ese
There
es
you go.
cual tienes que ir, Nuri.
That's the web page, Nuri.
Y escríbele a la persona que te
And
mandó, que te inscribió.
write a
Ellos
message
también te
to the
pueden
person
ayudar
who enrolled you. They can
en
also
cualquier
help you
cosa que necesites.
with anything
All
that
right,
you need
guys.
to
God
know.
bless you guys. Remember, everybody in your team onto the website. Everybody in your team to the trainings. Everybody on the school, everybody. Remember, we created a system for duplication. Use it, duplicate it. We love you guys. Have a good night. Ciao.